What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Uncle P's back. Uncle P's back with Sunday service. Before I get started, I want y'all to like, share, subscribe, but I also want y'all to leave a comment or DM me or just leave something and just let me know like what you want me to talk about. If you got any like special kind of topics you want me to touch on, if you want me to touch on certain things in a particular way, or if you just have like ideas or anything like that, feel free to, just leave a comment, DM me, whatever the case may be. I'm curious to see what y'all want me to talk about. If y'all even give a fuck. I mean, I'm not even about to sit here and act like I know y'all want to see me. I'm forcing y'all to see me, and it is what it is. I like to hear myself talk, and I got shit to say. So with that being said, we can get started, but I'm gonna start with Kid Cudi, Testifying. Now, how I want to talk about this is I don't want to. All right, so I don't have an issue with him testifying. I don't think anybody should really have an issue with him testifying. But what I do want to talk about is the discourse sort of surrounding this and how it's turned into full-on baboon babble. Like I keep hearing, and it's funny because like last week when I was talking about Cassie, one of my main points was niggas calling her like, she not innocent, she complicit, as if she was the one on trial. And then I said last week, all of that discourse is sort of like, that's like circular, it's moot points. It's like her being innocent, all that. It's like, what are you talking about? It's like you're getting away from what's at hand here. And what's at hand is P. Diddy is on trial for racketeering, sex trafficking charges, and some other shit. I don't even, whatever. But the main thing is the racketeering and sex trafficking. So when you bring up Cassie's complicitness and all this when discussing the Diddy trial, when discussing Diddy's guilt, his innocence, his intentions, just everything Diddy had going on, I feel like bringing up Cassie's innocence or lack thereof is almost a moot point because that gets us nowhere. I like to talk about things that drive the conversation forward. I don't like, it's just a moot point to talk about Kathy's lack of innocence, which I don't think she's really guilty of anything. And I think it's more complex, more complicated, more layers to it than just, well, she kept coming back, whatever. I'm going on a tangent, but I say all that to say, my point was last week, if you want to really like talk about something, push the conversation forward, then you should be calling Cassie a rat, perhaps. Like if you get up there and saying I think Cassie is a rat makes more sense because it can push the conversation forward as to, it can push the conversation. Not only are you like, dispelling her innocence, which I don't really agree with, but calling her a rat, I don't know, I just feel like it makes more sense than to sit there and say like she's not innocent or whatever. Just say like, damn, why she getting up there and snitch? I may not agree, but at least that insinuates that you don't really see a problem with anything Diddy did. And if that's how you feel, then that's how you feel. Like, I'm glad people are honest about, who they support and stuff. I really want people to stop dressing it up as something else though. Like, don't dress it up like you care about Diddy and his power trip and everything he had going on. And you're like, man, that's fucked up. But Cassie fucked up too. It's like, you don't think Diddy is fucked up, so stop saying Cassie is fucked up. What you need to be saying is Cassie's a snitch. And that makes more sense to me because at least you're leaning into the fact that Diddy did some fucked up shit. But when you sit there and say, just dwell on her not being innocent as if like, I don't know, it's like you just insinuating that you're okay with whatever Diddy had going on. But I'm seeing a lot of the discourse about Cudi calling him a snitch. Now, when you want to talk about Cudi, this can, like, it's a few different layers to that, because Cudi is not a street nigga. Cudi isn't somebody who, like, he doesn't make music, promoting this shit. He doesn't have no propaganda about street culture, street life, snitching, telling, gangster shit. Like, Cudi has no ties to that. Like, it's pictures of this nigga wearing a dress. Like, I don't. Hold on. How do I make this joint bigger? Like, I'm about to. Where the fuck did it go? Like, is this someone that you think lives by street code, snitch culture? Like, is this somebody that you think wouldn't, like, if you did something to him, you think he wouldn't tell on you? What the fuck? Hold on. But yeah, it's like, it's like, if you're black and you a man, everybody just be like, yo, he up there snitching. It's like, that snitching shit is reserved for street niggas. Honestly, that snitching shit is reserved for people who commit crimes together, and then you guys get caught, and then one person tells on the other in order to come home earlier, to come home completely, or to just not do any jail time at all. Like, that's snitch. Somebody who tells on somebody to save their own ass. Like, that's a rat. That's a snitch. What Kid Cudi is doing is, he's a civilian. He was subpoenaed by the FBI. So, and if you don't follow through on your subpoena, if you don't come and testify, or I'm sure it's like some other workarounds that you don't have to show up. Like, you can, like, talk to them or something like that. Yeah, I believe you can talk to them, give them your own whatever. Like, you don't got to get up on the stand per se, but if you don't want to do any of that shit, you can be held in contempt of court. Like, if the FBI subpoenaed you, hold on, I'm going to read y'all the facts of a subpoena. And then after this, we're going to move on. I'm not going to stay here long, because I just think niggas is stupid, and I really want niggas to, well, niggas will never stop being like this, but I really want niggas to just, like, try to, like, have some more, like turn it on. Like, turn it on. Please turn it on. Please turn it on. All right, so what's the question I want to ask? Simplest terms, what is a subpoena? A legal document that orders someone to do one of two things. 1, appear in court or at a legal proceeding to give testimony. 2, produce documents, records, or evidence for a case. This is called subpoena deuces, whatever. I don't even know how I try to read that. Subpoenas are commonly issued in both civil and criminal cases, and failure to comply can result in penalties, including fines or even jail time for contempt of court. So, if Cudi's not a street nigga, and Diddy actually did something to him, because in the testimony, Diddy Molotov cocktailed his Porsche, broke in his house, opened up all his gifts and shit, fucked his crib up, did something with his dog in the bathroom. Cudi said he came home and found his dog locked in the bathroom. This is all weird shit. Like, if you're not a street nigga, like, think about the most average civilian you know. Think about your employer. Think about your grade school teacher. If someone she knew broke in her house and did all of these things, or he or she, I don't know why I said she. If someone broke in their house and did all of these things Diddy has allegedly done to Cudi, you would not be shocked if that person that you knew, whether it was a coworker, employer, your grade school teacher, the babysitter, I don't give a fuck. If there's any one of those people in our society that are like civilians, y'all wouldn't even be talking about this shit. Y'all wouldn't bat an eye. But I feel like since Kid Cudi is a black man, he's going up there testifying on actions that would send another black man to jail, monkey brain just tells you niggas that that's snitching. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, I don't get it. We gotta like. And what's dangerous is the people who are like apathetic towards these kinds of things and cases. People who look like me. I'm talking about black men. Like, I'm not no street nigga, nothing like that. But like, say somebody's apathetic, come from where I come from. They see this shit, they don't really know no better, and they just like, they read it. It's like, damn, Cudi snitch. It's like, no, like y'all, this shit is dangerous rhetoric. Y'all need to stop that shit, man. Like, and another thing I wanted to touch on is like, if for niggas to even call Cudi a snitch, you are basically admitting to believe in Kid Cudi's testimony. Because if you didn't believe his testimony, you wouldn't call him a snitch. You would call him a liar. Sounds awfully familiar. They're calling Cassie a liar, and she's doing the same thing Cudi is doing. So how can you, in the same breath, call Cassie a liar or whatever the fuck, and then get up there and say Cudi is snitching? For Cudi to be snitching, you're insinuating that he's telling the truth. Why do you believe him and not Cassie? Why not just believe both of them? But I don't know, man. Next topic. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, they faced off the other day, and that shit was the talk of the town. Let me see if I can pull up these stats. Yeah, so they played. What day was that? Friday? Was that? That had to be like Thursday. Wednesday? I'm tripping. They played on fucking. That's how you know I don't watch this shit. But I damn sure can talk about it. They played. Oh, yeah, here we go. They played on last. Well, it doesn't matter when they played anymore. It was the first game of the season. I think that it was last Friday or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. Or Saturday. Yeah, I think it was Saturday. And they played, and of course, that shit was the talk of the town because of the whole, you know, if I'm not even about to sit here and explain it. Y'all know what's going on between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. But one thing I wanted to talk about first was, so it's a lot of tension between them. I don't think that tension is like palpable. I don't think it's something that's like if you, now, unless it's something behind closed doors, I don't know, but from what I know, from what's public information given to me, from what I know, their whole beef, it's not really nothing serious. Like, it's not personal. It's not like, I don't know, like, it's not malicious or anything like that. Like, I don't think one would see the other and hurt the other. I don't think one wants the other one to fail. Well, not fail, but I don't think they would really do anything to each other. But I say all that to say, I think that they should be more cordial. I think it pays for them to be more cordial, like, especially when it comes to America as a society and how we view women, for better or worse. So I'll speak for myself. I hate watching women fight. I never want to see girls fight. Like, I'm talking like fisticuffs, grabbing, hair pulling. I never want to see that shit. Like, if girls start fighting in front of me, if I can't break it up, I'm gone. Like, I can't stomach that shit. I don't like watching it because to me, women are like, for better or worse, like, it's just gentle, delicate creatures to me. Like, to me, they're supposed to be calm, docile, you know, because it's a balance to it. Because you got men, sometimes men can be a little brolic, a little hyper, you know, just because of our, you know, our body chemistry, testosterone, these kinds of things, and their body chemistry. Like, I feel like we're supposed to like offset one another. And then obviously we all got our shit with us. Like, there's some women out there that's a little bit more tougher than men. There's some men out there that's a little bit more softer than women. But for the most part, how society as a whole views women, like, I think it really pays for them to be more cordial. I don't think they don't gotta be girlfriends or sisters. I think it would pay for them to like at least, like, on some Steph and LeBron shit, like, during the 2016 finals, we all knew Steph and Brian hated each other because of like legacy and media discourse and shit like that. But they hated each other in terms of like, just from a competitive standpoint. Now, I don't doubt that Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark don't do the same thing, but it feels a little bit more like, I don't know. I can only speak to what I see, but it feels like it's bigger than what it is, and they really should like for example, with LeBron and Steph, they competed like shit on the court, but in the interviews and press conferences, they would compliment one another, like they would big each other up, like, and I don't see that from Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Like, I don't, and I think it pays for them to be a little bit more cordial, like, so like I think they could, market each other off of one another. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I feel like it could pay to be just a little bit more nicer to each other, or at least more open to the idea of the other one, being good. But I say all that to say, because right now, it would have paid for them to really do that last season. But like starting this season, Angel Reese has been like, it's starting to get a little one-sided. She's been awful. That's just flat out. Like, Caitlin Clark has been pretty good. She can stuff the stat sheet. So if you wanted to like critique Caitlin Clark, you'd really have to watch the game, understand what you're seeing and shit like that. But from a casual standpoint, surface level standpoint, Caitlin Clark is having a good season. Angel Reese is not. She has played 2 games so far. And just the other day, she went like 0 for. Like, she went 0 for 8, didn't make a shot, had all these rebounds, and was just bad. Her team's bad. And right now, it's looking like one is clearly better than the other. So, with that being said, when a beef is like that, like when it's two, in sports, if there are 2 people dueling, competing, and one of them is clearly better than the others, like in sports, it's going to look one-sided. Like, sports is a meritocracy. Like, you get elevated based off your performance. Like, you get more accolades based off your performance, like your production, things that you do. Like, it's not like a job where, you can know some people and, you may be like good at this thing, but not that thing, and you can finesse something and get ahead. Like, sports is supposed to be the only industry where your production is it matters more than anything. It doesn't matter what school you went to, who you know, how much the coaches like you. Like, if you're good, then you should be elevated. You get rewarded for that. So right now it's looking real one-sided because, like I said, Caitlin Clark is the one that's really performing. Her team's performing better. Her team and her, like, she has the stats to back it up. Whereas, like, Angel Reese right now, she's not performing well, and her team is ass. And I say it would have paid to be more cordial last season because you get a lot of grace as a rookie, flat out. So, and right now, I think there are a lot of people who look at her and Caitlin, and immediately they look at them and say, one looks like she got better since last year, and the other one looks like she got worse. So it's like, right now it's uneven, it's one-sided, and if Angel Reese doesn't get better, I think people are just going to like not care about it anymore. Like, I think, and I don't want to say she'll become irrelevant, that's a bridge too far, but I mean, we'll see how the season goes, but yeah, like if she doesn't at least get better offensively, like she just has to, like, that game she had the other night, man, like 0 points. It's a clip floating around. She got like 5 offensive rebounds back to back to back and just kept bricking. And it's like, if she can't get better offensively at some point, this shit won't matter, yo. It's just going to be like, that shit going to be like Bron versus fucking Roy Hibbert. Like, this shit going to be like fucking Kobe versus Maurice Spates. Like, what? Like, if this shit don't get better, and I say those examples because even if those were a thing, they never get talked about. Those niggas can hate each other. No one will acknowledge any of that shit. It'll just be like, okay, LeBron's great, And who gives a fuck about Roy Hibbert? Like, that's it. And like I said, I don't want to say she'll become irrelevant, but at some point she has to get better. Like she just does, or this thing won't matter. And at that point, there is no becoming cordial and trying to like not rub off Caitlin's success, but it's like those two were a thing. Like coming into the pros, they were a thing, or a thing in college. So it's like one almost can't exist without the other. But if Angel Reese continues to not get better, then Caitlin Clark will very much exist without Angel Reese. Like, it's just how it works in sports. Let me look over my notes. And like I said, it won't matter to people like casual fans or people who just really like the sport. Only people who gonna be right. Like, if Angel Reese keeps stinking it up, you're gonna see the same crowd of people fucking with her, for better or worse. Enabling her. Just, or just delusional about her getting better. Just, I don't know. And it'll just be, it's just mostly women and queer people and people with parasocial relationships. Like, nothing against queer people or not like that at all. But I'm not about to, y'all, like, this shit is not safe for work. Like, uncut. Like, I'm not about to sit here and lie to y'all. Gay Twitter, gay WNBA Twitter loves Angel Reese because, I'm not going to get into why, but they love and support her. Cool. But if she's not good, y'all cannot sit here and gaslight us like she's good. And then when Caitlin Clark has 20 points, 6 rebounds, 10 assists, I don't give a fuck if she had 9 turnovers, dog. Like that shit is, these are bad faith conversations, and y'all need to stop. Y'all making Angel Reese look even worse. Y'all making her receive more backlash because y'all won't be honest about it. Sports is a meritocracy. The better you are, the better the reward. Period. Angel Reese will be making music soon. All right, last topic. Travis Hunter just got married. He tied the knot. I'm only going to spend like 3 minutes on this shit because I spent way too much time on those first 2 topics. But yeah, man, my dog just got married, and I just want to prepare y'all for the discourse over the next few days. Especially because there's no games being played. It's not like the NFL season started. So I saw this last night. Somebody just sent it to me this morning before I even hopped on. So it's about to start making a round. So or not. And I want to bring it up because I don't think the discourse would be like this bad this time. And I think that just speaks to something I always say, like, as long as it's in good faith, as long as you really believe it, like the more you stick with something, this is more proof that if you just undeniably stick with something, people will leave you alone. Like, I think about 2-3 years ago, like if I got on Instagram Live 2-3 years ago, people would look at me like, what the fuck? Why is Piz on live? But now I've been going live consecutively since the winter time now. Like, man, I don't think people bat an eye now that I go live. People are just used to it. Some people probably not, but they will be eventually. And yeah, I think that's proof. Like, you just stick with something, keep doing it. Like, Travis stuck with the girl. He ain't speak out against her. She stopped doing the interviews and stuff like that. They stopped, they fell back from the public eye per se, but they were very much still together. Like, you saw her when he got drafted and these kinds of things. And I think after a while, people just left it alone because it's like, all right, he's clearly not going nowhere. And I think it's because of the internet and how people use the internet. People just want to matter so much, like including myself. Like, that's why I'm going live. I want to matter to y'all. I also like hearing myself talk, but I want to matter to y'all. I value my opinions, and I want y'all to value them as well. So I think it's a lot of people who give their opinion on Travis. I hope I didn't say Travis Scott. I feel like I said Travis Scott at some point. But I feel like a lot of people give their opinion on Travis Hunter and his girl because they just flat out want to matter. Like, they want him. In the perfect world, they want Travis Hunter to see Jamal 56 tell him, leave that bitch, Neff, like she a gold digger. In a perfect world, in their head, they want Travis Hunter to see their comment, listen to Jamal 56, lead a girl, retain all his money and not give it to a harlot, and say thank you, Jamal 56, for giving me such important advice. And I think that's what niggas want. The niggas want to matter, and it just won't be like that. And I think if you keep sticking with something, block out the noise, ignore the discourse, I think eventually people just leave you alone because if something will click in their head, like, okay, what I'm saying doesn't matter. Even though it already didn't matter, but if you keep, just do you, they'll just leave it alone and they'll move on to something else and try to matter in another aspect, outside of, the obvious rage baiters and shit like that, women haters, those kinds of things. So I want to say get ready for the discourse, but I don't think it'll be that bad this time around. He got married yesterday, and I didn't really see a whole lot about it yet. I don't know if it's still making the rounds, but yeah, I don't know. So shout out to Travis Hunter, man. Congratulations. So that's it. That's all I got for y'all today. It's about a half hour. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, repost, leave a comment, drop me a DM. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Let me know if you got any topics. Let me know if you got any questions. Let me know if you want to jump on live one day and, shoot the shit with me. And yeah, I'll see y'all next Sunday. Peace.